First and foremost, how you guys doing today? Yeah, I already know we gotta turn this down a little bit. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope all is well. I hope that you guys are sitting over here. Y'all done had a wonderful day. I know that this weekend is coming up, and I just feel the need to sit over here and tell y'all that, listen, things are gonna get easier before they get harder. And I know a lot of people always say that things always get harder before they get easier, but no, I feel the need to tell you things are going to get easier before it gets harder. And I feel the need to tell y'all that because I feel like a lot of y'all are going through a lot right now, and a lot of you guys are carrying burdens, and a lot of you guys need to let it go. I also feel the need to tell you guys that, listen, the only power that you have is the power of being right here, right now, and creating happy moments. The only power that you have right now is by you sitting over here figuring out what makes you happy. The people around you, the places you want to be, the places you want to live. Where do you want to go? I want y'all to understand something. Happiness is within you. But only you can determine if you're happy or if you're not happy. Only you can determine if these people make you happy versus if these people sit over here and need to be removed. I want y'all to understand something. Not everybody can go with you. Tough shit. Not everybody can sit over here and come with you on your next journey. Tough shit. Not everybody can sit over here and have your heart. Tough shit. But the point of the matter is that, do y'all understand that? Do you understand that, listen, there are some people that come into your life that was meant to break your heart and then you were supposed to move on? Do you understand that there are some people, even your family, that come into your life that's supposed to sit over here and betray you? Why? Well, if you don't go on continuing on living, then you will never fucking sit over here and figure out why those people had to betray you. Some of you guys, and we talking, Nakisha, some of you guys are meant to sit over here and do big things with your life. Big things. Be in big places talking to big people. Some of y'all are big people. But the point of the matter is that y'all haven't sat over here and got out of the fact that mama hurt us, my best friend hurt us, that man or that woman hurt us. So therefore, how could you sit over here and continue to move on and create new moments in your life? A lot of you guys are so stuck in your head about old connections that it's time to release. Some of you guys think that there is nothing better out there for you, but I'm here to tell you that there is. And I feel like I have to start like that because it's time for y'all to release. Now, tonight is the new moon. It's time for y'all to release, but not only release, but it's time for you to manifest. What do you want to manifest? Well, that's up to you. You decide what your next new level, your next chapter, these next few months, these next few years looks like. But are you actually ready to move on? Well, that's the question that you have to ask yourself, okay? Let's get into downloads. Some of you guys, it's time for you to clear up your debt. August 9th could be significant. Some of you guys were born the year of the rabbit. I felt the need to tell you guys that divine timing is at play right now. Let's get into it. Some of you guys could be Libras out there. Go back to September 14th of 2022 and see what the significance of where you were at that time versus where you're at today. It's going to be very revealing. And if you find that last year you were doing the same thing the same time around, like basically you were doing the same thing, then it's time for you to switch something up. I also wrote down black shirt and red pants. You could be seeing this often. Or pay attention to this weekend because you might see it this weekend. I also feel the need to tell you, trust divine. And you know what's crazy? I feel the need to tell you, trust divine timing. This is the moment that everything changes. I feel the need to tell you guys to remove everything. The 18th and the 19th could be significant. I wrote down Billy Elliot. The UK could be significant. I wrote down Monday and Tuesday equals new beginnings. I wrote down keep family out of your plans. Nobody needs to know. Also, this is a warning. I also wrote down petrified wood is not wood. And I feel the need to explain this to somebody. This is for somebody. Basically, petrified wood is wood buried under dirt. And how it was explained in this book was the minerals soak into the wood. And basically the minerals melt the wood. And it also melts the glue that keeps it together. And then the minerals take the place of the wood. So petrified wood is not wood. Tautology equals redundancy. Some of you guys are sitting over here doing things and it's becoming redundant, and I feel the need. That's why some of you guys need to go back and look at last year, because some of you guys are stuck into a loop of doing the same thing over and over again. You guys have to get out of that. Some of you guys, you need to expand your vocabulary. England could be significant. First time. If you guys are reading books, I feel the need to tell you guys the book that you're currently reading, read it 3 times. The first time you read a book is just for its current position. The second time you read a book is for its history and the knowledge. I also wrote down if every moment in a book should be taken serious, then every moment in life should be as well. Some of you guys are not taking your life serious. I didn't write down the third time when you sit over here and read the book, but I felt that God is saying leave that up into interpretation. The advice though God wants to give you guys is don't take life too serious. Some of you guys are taking life way too serious, and God is like, big dog, I want you to sit over here and sit back and enjoy it. I feel like that's significant too. And you know, it's crazy to take a break from downloads. I feel the need to tell you guys, the reason why you guys are sitting over here taking life so serious is because you're in a rush. You feel like you're in a race. But God doesn't want you to be in a race. God actually wants you to sit over here and actually enjoy your life. Even choosing the wrong people, He wants you to enjoy that too. It's like, even though you have sat over here and you already realize that you're supposed to sit over here and be over these people, you need to actually sit over here and actually go and actually, it's funny because God is laughing right now. Or maybe it's the distractions. God is like, keep going. Anyway, I feel like God is sitting over here saying, no matter how many times you sit over here and make the same mistake, laugh at yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. So that could be significant. 8 hours could be significant. I also wrote down, what are we doing? And I think that that's the reality check that you need to get clear on. Because I feel like you guys are heading in a new direction, but I feel like God is sitting over here saying to check into what direction it is that you actually want to go in. I like that. Some of you guys need to go to the OBGYN. Ecuador could be significant. Some of you guys need to get a new laptop. Some of you guys need to actually get close to your ancestors. Some of you guys are taking trips soon. I feel the need to tell you guys to like withhold some information but say some things, especially when it comes to dating. I also wrote down, you can't lie forever. Lies have short shelf lives. And I meant to say lives. And I also wrote down, lies go bad. So I feel the need to tell you guys, if you guys are sitting over here lying, just know that it's going to be short-lived. I feel like honesty is going to get you further. And within this book, it was literally saying, this girl asked him like, are you poor? And he was about to lie, but then he just said yes. And then she ended up kissing him for being honest. So I think that you guys like, I feel like all of you guys are at different stages in life, but I feel the need to tell you that if you feel the need to lie, then why? Some of you guys feel the need to lie to protect other people, but in reality, you're just protecting your ego. If you know you're doing bad, at least be honest about it to give somebody a choice. I think that that's the point. Some of you guys lie and take away people's choices, and that's why y'all receive karma. I also wrote down honesty gets you further, at least. And now I'm thinking of like player energy. It's like if you're dealing with two people, it's like at least keep it honest and let them people know, like, listen, I'm playing the field. Either you could deal with me or you don't have to deal with me. But 9 times out of 10, they still gonna fuck with you. Well, actually, I can't tell you that, because some people know they worth and they won't deal with you. Because it's not their job for you to know their worth. If you know somebody's worth, I feel the need to tell y'all, whether if this is you or whether if it's them not knowing your worth. But when you know your worth, I feel the need to tell you guys that you don't have to sit over here and ever wonder if another person can see your worth. Either they do or they don't, and that's significant. If a person doesn't see your worth, it's not for you to take it personal. It's just for you to continue to move on to another direction, because that's not your person. It's not for you to explain your worth to these people. That's significant. I also wrote down, if you let people into your life a little bit, they can be pretty damn amazing. I feel the need to tell you guys, a lot of you guys keep yourself so guarded off, and I feel the need to tell y'all that y'all need to start opening up to y'all friends, to the people y'all are dating, about what's going on into your life. Because when I wrote this down, it came from a book, and that book is so significant because he had realized that people, don't get me wrong, like some people are bad. He had went through a lot of bad encounters, but when he actually opened up, he found that there were people that were there that supported him. And significantly, he was sitting over here saying in the book that like every day he was like walking 22 miles, like unless he got like a ride from school or whatever. But as soon as he opened up to his friends about like not having a ride, then all of a sudden his friends went in and helped him. So that could be significant. Some of you guys don't think that you guys don't have help, but if you actually opened up about what's going on into your circumstances to the right people, they'll be able to help you. And I think that that's significant too. If you feel like you don't have friends that can actually help you out of your current circumstances, then you need better friends. Even if it's not them giving you, say for example, you need $1,000. Even if it's not them giving you $1,000, maybe they can give you 200. That's a good friend. But you have to open up about your current circumstances. A lot of you guys like to sit over here and fake it like you guys are all good and fun and dandy, but you guys are not. Some of you guys are really struggling, and I'm hearing some of you guys are mentally struggling. Maybe you're not struggling financially, but maybe you're struggling mentally and you need to open up. And I feel the need to sit over here and say, if you can't even trust your friends enough to open up mentally or emotionally, then those are not your friends. Why do you have them around you? Because your ego wants them. When you know deep down inside, your intuition has already told you that you can't trust those people, or they did some faulty stuff, or you've seen them talk about other people. So why do you still have them in your circle? I also feel the need to tell you, don't take the fall. I wrote down, and this came from the absolute diary. I don't know why I can't say this book, but I have it over here. I don't know where the fuck that book is. Oh well. I said, this is absolutely the diary of a part-time Indian, and it's by Sherman Alexie. You guys should go read that book. But this is where this quote comes from, and I felt the need to say this because it's actually like a banned book, but it has a little altercation, so hold on. I said, some Indians think you have to act white to make your life better. Some Indians think you become white if you try to make your life better, if you become successful. And I wrote down that because me, y'all, I am multiracial, and I feel like as a black woman, as a Mexican woman, as a Swedish woman, as a Native woman, I felt like all my life I had to switch up. It's like I had to be a different hat in each room until I learned to just be myself. And I feel like that's significant because I feel like no matter what it is that I identified as, whether it was black, whether it was Mexican, whether it was Swedish, whether it was native, I always felt like, because I wanted to advance myself, I always felt like they wanted to call me whitewashed. Or maybe this is y'all too. And I feel the need to tell y'all are not whitewashed. It's not white, like that's not even the correct terms, just because you want to better your life. I also wrote down, if that were true, wouldn't all white people be successful? And that was in the book as well. And I thought about that for a second, and I want y'all to think about it too, because everybody likes to sit over here and say, like, if you speak in an articulate way, then you're whitewashed. If you dress in a certain way, you're whitewashed. But if we were all whitewashed, then white people would be successful. I feel like it's so funny because at any terms we try to throw jabs, no matter if we're Indian, no matter if we're Native, no matter if we're black, Mexican, like we always try to break each other down some way, somehow. And I just wondered, like, why? Why can't we just be great? I also wrote down where people come together to form a new tribe. I said, be yourself and you'll find your tribe of people. So to take it a step further, y'all, I felt the need to tell y'all, be your true self and you're gonna find who belongs to you. That's friendships, that's relationships, that's new family members. It's so funny because I think back to when I was in high school and I was so distanced from my actual family, but I found family within my best friends at the time. Some of you guys have friendships where, like, that's your family. You can depend on them more than your real family. That's significant. Some of you guys have always been the outcast in your life, like your whole life. That's good though. You're not supposed to blend in, you're supposed to blend out. You're supposed to be your true self. See, a lot of you guys were born into families that actually wanted you to conform, when in reality, like, you conforming made you crumble inside. And life is not about conforming. Life is about you expressing yourself. Life is about you living the life that's gonna make you fulfilled. Whether if that's you sitting over here getting it out the mud, whether if that's you sitting over here going to fucking Harvard, whether if that's you sitting over here going to fucking CU, OSU. The point of the matter is that maybe y'all figured out maybe college ain't y'all shit. Maybe you just want to sit over here and start your own business. Maybe you wanted to be a rapper. Life is about experiencing things and finding your tribe. And some of you guys need to actually go where hope is. And that's what that book is about. I really want you guys to go and read, and it's such an easy read. Even if y'all don't read, go read this. This absolutely is the Diary of a Part-Time Indian, and it's by Sharman Alexie. Because in that book, it really was just about him going and transitioning into another place to find his hope. And I feel like that's significant for y'all. Some of you guys are stuck in y'all current situations because you're not surrounded around hope. Some of you guys are stuck in y'all current situations because you're not surrounded around people that inspire hope within you. And if this is you, if you are resonating with this, then it's time for you guys to go somewhere where you can meet new people to inspire that within you. If you're not around your tribe, then go find your tribe. Maybe you guys don't have the resources right now. Okay, create your tribe online. That's what I did. I feel like that's the point of life though. I wrote down, how can I get enough experiences if they don't give me the chance to get experience? Some of you guys are having a hard time finding a job because you don't have the experience, but technically you have the degree. Some of you guys, before you go back to school, you guys need to think about that. Some of you guys need to go volunteer and get experience while you are going to school to get the degree. That's going to help you. I feel like it's very fucked up how they have us in a society to where it's like we have to go get a degree, but we can't get a job because we don't have the experience, but we just spent 4 years getting this. But you're not going to pay us what we're worth. When if we was thinking back like a few years, and like 30 years ago, everybody sat over here and said like you could have your college degree and you could make a lot of money, and back then that held true, but that's not now. And some of you guys are realizing that too. I also wrote down how to run away from your house and find your home. Some of you guys need to sit over here and run away from your house to actually find your new home, which is you figuring it out. And I want y'all to understand something. If you guys are afraid, of finding yourself, finding your new belonging, why? Because your mom told you that you should be afraid? Because your dad, your grandma, whoever you want to blame it on. But in reality, some of you guys have to get away in order to push yourselves, and you guys haven't pushed yourself. And I feel like that's significant. God wants you to sit over here and push yourself. God wants you to find your passion. And it's funny because it's like you got to run away. I'm hearing like the next chance you get, you got to go. And it's like you have to look, if you want the opportunity will present itself if you want it enough. But you guys have to start looking in between the lines and stop thinking that you're better than the opportunity. Because you never know that you being a personal assistant could lead to you being a billionaire if you take the opportunity. Look at Kim K. She started off as a personal assistant. Now she has a big ass brand. I also wrote down your mother is 8 years older than me. So some of you guys could be dating somebody that's either older than you or maybe you're older than them. And I think that that's okay. I also wrote down dream big to get big. I wrote down quitting is contagious. And I feel like that's significant as to why it's time for you to sit over here and actually move away, because a lot of you guys are surrounded around quitters. And I know that that's a hard ass truth, but the point of the matter is that your mama quitted on her dreams, your daddy quitted on his dreams, your sister and brother, like they sat over here and they quit on their dreams. They sat over here, and don't get me wrong, people can make good money, people can have good jobs, but that doesn't take away from the fact that they quitted. Everybody always says you need to sit over here and do this, you need to get this job, you need to go do this and this. Everybody told you what you were supposed to do. But most of you guys aren't meant to do that. Most of you guys are supposed to create your own path. Whoever I'm speaking to, y'all are entrepreneurs. So why are y'all quitting? And I feel like that's significant. That's why you have to get out of where you're at, because outside of you being surrounded around quitters, you're not around other entrepreneurs. You have to be around other like-minded people that are pushing themselves. They're not spending the next 4 years partying. They spending the next 4 years creating $1 billion. Do you understand? You're spending the next 4 years doing what makes you happy. Even if you get into $1 billion, it's not your goal. You spending the next 4 years living out your passion. That's the goal. You being around other people, and maybe you see other people make it and it's like they make it and they bring you up, but you're surrounded around people that make it and they forget all about you. That's significant. That's why God wants you around other like-minded people, because he knows that if you make it, then everybody's gonna go up. But the point of the matter is that everybody that's around you right now can't go with you because they wouldn't do the same for you. And that's why some of you guys are within lack right now, is because in the past you guys have did nothing but give to people that would never give to you. So now you're within lack, and now y'all don't have nobody to ask. If your tire goes flat, you don't got nobody to call right now. If you need $1,000 right now, you have no one to call or ask. But if somebody asked you for $500, guess what? You would sit over here, and if you didn't have it, you would figure out how to get it, right? That's significant. You need to be around other people that's sitting over here that's going to try to get it for you too. And that's word is bond. I also wrote down, even when you want to give up, don't. Equals play hard to win big. Y'all need to be around people that don't give up. And now I'm hearing that don't give up on you. Some of you guys were in relationships and they gave up on you. Those wasn't your people. Let their ass go. I wrote down, sometimes expecting nothing is the key. When you expect nothing, you get everything. I said, if this doesn't work out, let's try the next thing. Some of you guys give up way too soon on things, when in reality, whatever it is that you're working on, there's nothing wrong with it. You just need to alter a few things. And in reality, it's like you guys are sitting over here trying to come up with the next big invention. But it's like one thing didn't work. Maybe one person didn't support you. Maybe the person you really thought that you needed didn't support you. It's not for you to give up. It's for you to go find somebody else. Because what one person won't do, the next will. You might turn around and find an angel investor into your business. You might be on TikTok. Y'all might be doing tarot readings and shit. And somebody's like, here go P. Diddy scrolling on his shit. And he reaches out to you because he vibes with you. That's significant. You never know who's watching you, so pay attention. You never know who's going to believe in you, so pay attention. That's why you can't give up. That's why God won't let you give up. And it's so funny because I know I'm speaking to people that's on the verge of greatness. It's like, you know what you have, it is greatness. You know what you have is going to change so many people's lives. You know, even you don't even want to be famous, but you know that you have to be famous in order to get this shit out because it's bigger than you. And most of you guys have sat over here and been like, y'all have been sitting over here, y'all been in the studio, you like, I know I'm gonna make it. Since high school, you knew you was gonna make it. You don't know what the fuck you supposed to do, but you like, I know I'm meant for greatness. I know, it's like, I know I'm making these motherfucking products, and these cookies is about to sell, my boy. The ingredients, every time anybody eats these fucking cookies, they the best cookies anybody. I need Bill Gates to just eat this cookie. But in reality, it might be Jay-Z that eat the cookie that come and save it. Do you get me? Some of you guys limit yourself thinking that there's only one way to win, when in reality it's not. There's multiple ways. It might not be Jay-Z or Bill Gates. It might be somebody that's so under the radar. It's like you don't even know their name, but they make more than Bill Gates and Jay-Z combined. But they dress like nothing. You can't even Google them. Those are the people that could save and change your lives. That's significant. But you guys aren't sitting over here thinking big enough. You don't think that you're that important because you're surrounded around quitters. You're surrounded around people that never thought as big as you. You're surrounded around people that never made it out of where you're from. That's why it's significant for you guys to get out of wherever it is that you're at. It's not because those people don't love you. It's not because those people don't support you, although some of them don't. It's because if you stay there, you will die. If you stay there, you will lose hope. You already lost hope. You already gave up. And if you're watching this and you want your hope back, you want your dream back, this is God telling you, I've been waiting for you to wake up. Don't take the fall. Don't take the bait of thinking that you have to stay asleep all your life. That's significant. It's time for you to wake up and realize that, listen, I don't care if your dream is to sit over here and bake cookies. I don't care if your dream is to sit over here and be the world's best fucking barber. I don't care if your dream is to sit over here and knit. Be a wedding planner. The world's best real estate investor. Maybe you want to be a big ass investor. Bigger than the biggest investment company. I think they do, the biggest one has trillions. It's like, maybe that's like, nothing Nothing is unachievable, but you have to be around the right people. You have to have the right sources. You have to listen. You have to be around people that motivate you to keep going. And even when you fail, because you will fucking fail, just understand it's not true failure. It's just a setback for you to sit over here and alter some shit in order to create it and make it better. That's the point of being an entrepreneur. That's the point of not giving up on your hope. That's the point of you sitting over here taking the road less traveled. That's y'all destiny. But the point of the matter is that where y'all fuck up at is that y'all think that it's easier to go work at a 9 to 5. It's easier to sit over here and go and follow a pathway that's already figured out. It's easier. What most of y'all want to do is not, it hasn't even been done yet. And that's significant. Don't tell nobody what it is that you want to do. Just fucking do it. And if you don't know where to start somewhere. Make it up. It's your dream. Your dream could be like, listen, I really want to make lemonade, Kool-Aid, and iced tea all at one motherfucking time. That's my invention. All right, cool. Get to inventing. I don't know. I don't even know how to make lemonade. Well, let's go sit over here and go look up the recipe for lemonade. Let's look up the recipe for iced tea. Do you want to do a green tea? Do you want to do a Rubio's tea? Do you want to fucking do a mint tea? Let's figure it, like, let's figure it out. But you guys don't want to figure it out because you're lazy. And if you're lazy, then scroll the fuck up. This video isn't for you. If you're lazy and you sitting over here like, but I don't have the resources, scroll up. This video isn't for you. If you sitting over here saying, but listen, my mama always told me I wasn't gonna be shit, scroll up. This video isn't for you. Because that's a coward ass answer. That's the answer that you opting yourself out. You limiting yourself. Who I'm speaking to, we don't limit ourselves. We go bigger. And that's the point. I feel the need to sit over here and tell y'all, listen, the only person that you truly need to believe is you. And what happens when you don't believe in yourself? What happens when you don't believe that you can do it? Well, then guess what? You become like your moms and your dads. You become like fucking your grandmother. Let's take the easy way. Let's do what was always safe. Was Bill Gates safe? Was Steve Jobs safe? Was fucking all these, I'm trying to think of people y'all fucking knew. Was Drake safe? Drake rapped about sitting over here taking his mom's cards back in the day, over here trying to fake flex, creating this fake reality that turned into a real reality for him. Was Lil Wayne safe? Did he play it safe? Lil Wayne talked about taking his life. He went through suicide too. I know y'all have suicidal thoughts. I know y'all gave up, but the point of the matter is that if you give up and you know that you have a purpose, God is telling you you got a purpose, then what the fuck is you doing? You're playing it too small. And I think that that's the thing too, that's significant too, is sometimes that shit don't work out for you because that's too small for you. You said you wanted that apartment. God's like, big dog, I want you to own acres. You said you want that relationship. You don't even know that that person isn't strong enough. You're meant for fucking fame. You don't know that that person is going to follow and they're gonna fall for anything. Some of y'all are dealing with people that had addictions. They gonna fall for the next bump. You don't know that some of these people have sex addictions. They gonna fall for the next easy lay. You don't know that these people have fucking problems. Like, they're not strong enough to be with you, so God had to remove these people out of your life for you. Some of y'all are meant to be millionaires and billionaires and trillionaires, but you don't even know that they was gonna take half your shit when you got it. That's why God had to remove these people out of your life. It's not for God to try to hurt y'all feelings. It's for God to sit over here and be like, big dog, you don't see what these motherfuckers was doing behind your back. You gotta think bigger. You need somebody that wants you for you, not your money. Your vision is there, but the people around you gotta go. Don't fall for it. I also wrote down, because let's get back into it, because all of that was downloads, like just channel. Let's get back to the message. I said, if it doesn't work out, let's try the next thing. If you care about something enough, it's going to make you cry. Use your tears, your pain, and your fear, and get mad. Use all your emotions to create your reality. If you can't read, then you can't ball. Some of you guys sat over here, and some of y'all was athletes, and y'all was probably really good fucking athletes. I'm talking to my masculine shit. I might be talking to my femmes. I was watching fucking WNBA last night, and I was watching baseball, so those could be significant. But some of you guys literally, heavy emphasis on basketball though, some of you guys didn't have the proper education, so you sat over here and gave up, but your talent spoke for itself, and that's why you didn't make it to the big leagues. All right, you didn't make it to the big leagues. When you drop down these motherfucking babies, make sure that they have every resource that you did not have. That could be significant. Some of you guys think that you don't want to sit over here and have kids because of how you was raised, but you don't even realize that you're the best fucking parent. You will be like, you're the best fucking opportunity, like you're the best person to be in position to be a parent because you went through so much shit in your life. You realize how fucked up people can be, but you don't realize that that made you the genuine person that you are. You realize that all these people sat over here and went against you, but you don't realize that that made you the best advocate for your kids. Some of y'all already have kids, but some of y'all need to have kids. Some of y'all talents, and now I'm getting like, God is like, take it off of just like sports. God is like, let's talk about fucking artistic expression. Some of y'all could play the piano like crazy. Some of y'all just have the gift of gab of having the imagination. Some of y'all know how to paint like crazy. Some of y'all was supposed to be ballerinas or gymnasts, but you never, parents, moms, dads never even had the money to put you into some shit. It's so funny. I took my mom out to eat for her birthday last night, and I seen this little baby, and she was over here just stretched out, and I felt like that's significant. And I feel like within that baby, it was like stretching out, like she was just over here doing it, and the mom was like, no, chill. And I was like, nah, you don't even know that you got the next Olympian. You don't even realize that you have the next Olympian that's gonna sit over here. Like, if she's flexible, let her be flexible. Type of shit. That's the way I think. Some of you guys was limited as a kid. Y'all was told to shut the fuck up. Some of y'all was really fucking funny. Y'all was comedians, and people sat over here and tried to shut you down. And I feel like that's significant. It's not about you being shut down. It's about you getting louder. If y'all wanted to be gymnasts, it's like, go back and do that shit. Go sit over here and support your kids within that shit. That's significant. So when I tell y'all that y'all are supposed to sit over here and either y'all are supposed to make this change, or y'all are supposed to be the change to make sure that y'all are not repeating no more generational curses no more. And that's significant. Stop allowing half-assed individuals that don't even deserve your time into your life. That's significant, because everybody in your generation before you has settled for motherfuckers that sat over here and that didn't have their best interest. But y'all realized y'all had the gift of gab to sit over here and call phony motherfuckers phony. And you said, nah, they can't come back into my motherfucking life. And it's so funny because it's calling my attention to when I was like, I think I was like 12 or 13 years old. And my mama always used to sit over here and say I talk too much. My mom always told me that, listen, I didn't know how to shut the fuck up. But in reality, I didn't know how to shut the fuck up because I knew how to speak up for myself when shit felt funky. When shit didn't, when things felt bad to me, it's like, I'm about to sit over here and I'm about to speak up about it. And I feel like that's significant. It's recalling my time to a time where I had a cousin, and my cousin was two-faced. And in that moment, when I really realized who I was, it's like, I don't have to sit over here and settle for two-faced ass motherfuckers. And my mom and my aunt got mad at me because I wouldn't hang out with my cousin. I was like, and I said it in front of everybody. I'm like, you're mad at me, but this is a girl that's gonna sit over here and snitch on me? And y'all want me to hang out with this person? Yeah, it's a no for me. Y'all want me to hang out with a motherfucker that got a fucked up ass attitude? It's a no for me. And I feel like that's significant. I spoke up then and everybody was like, oh, you're so mean, you're so mean. Nah, I don't fucking fuck around with the ops. I was like that when I was 12 and 13, so what makes you think? And I feel like that's significant, y'all. Some of y'all need to sit over here and be like that to this day. That was years ago, but I still hold down. If you sit over here and show me, if you betray me, if you sit over here and act weird to me, you're out of my energy. What happened to that passion? What happened to y'all protecting yourself like that? Some of y'all needed to protect y'all hope like that. Some of y'all needed to protect y'all passion like that. Some of y'all needed to protect yourselves like that because y'all didn't have nobody else to protect y'all. In my reality, I didn't have nobody protecting me. So I had to protect me. Now I ain't gonna lie. I developed a very high fucking and a low ass tolerance for bullshit. My guard was all the way up. I'm not able to fucking articulate my fucking feelings all that well. But it's like, I know that a motherfucker won't play about me. And I know, don't get me wrong, I love people. I always want to sit over here and make sure that people is good. But if I feel like you doing me in, to a degree where I just can't take your ass back, yeah, it's a dub. That could be significant. And y'all, I'm sorry I'm not in the chat right now, but I just feel like I gotta finish these downloads really quickly, okay? I said, it's not if you win or lose, it's how you play the game. And I said, this game is called life. Some of you guys are so focused on getting to the finish line. Getting to the finish line of marriage, finding your person to marry. Some of y'all are so focused on getting to the finish line of figuring out how to solve all your mental fucking traumas. Some of y'all are so focused on getting to the finish line of fucking sitting over here figuring out if you're gonna have kids, if you not. Some of y'all are trying to race through life, but in reality, y'all don't even realize that each day that day passes, you're not doing something that you don't enjoy. Each day you're growing resentful of yourself because you're not doing anything. You're not with people you want to be with. You don't have a friend group or friends to sit over here and even spend quality time with. You don't have a significant fucking person that you even like. Maybe they fuck good, but it's like even that gets kind of boring too. And I feel like that's significant. Y'all ain't doing life right. If y'all not waking up every day in the morning, you're like, God, how can you challenge me today? What can I do? Can show me something I could do to make me happy today, to make me joyful. Show me something that's gonna sit over here and bring and inspire me today. What do you need me to do in order to be inspired? And from there, then keep going. Because you guys are, it's not about winning or losing. It's just, how are y'all playing? What are y'all playing for? What's y'all values? What's y'all morals? Do you got morals? I wrote down, the quality of a person's life is in the direct proportion to their commitment to excellence, regardless of their chosen field of endeavors. Which means y'all choose what you want to be committed to. Which means y'all choose. It don't matter if y'all want to be a basketball player. It don't matter if you want to sit over here and be a doctor. It don't matter if you just want to be homeless. It don't matter. Whatever you choose to commit to is what will transpire. That's significant. I said commitment to wanting to be the best is what's gonna get you there, and discretion as well. Jupiter placements could be significant. Some of you guys need to get clear on your astrology charts. I also wrote down, I was protecting the feelings of a man that had broken my heart yet again. And I feel like some of y'all need to sit over here and keep it a beam with yourself and realize that, listen, y'all got to stop protecting the feelings of people that have hurt you time and time again. That quote came from a book, but I feel like I had to make it to people and not just men. Some of y'all have to stop protecting the feelings of other fucking people and tell them, like, listen, you hurt me, and this is why. And you'll be surprised, some of these people don't even remember why they hurt you. Some of these people don't even realize why they don't even realize that they betrayed you. They don't even realize that you actually know the truth, and that's significant. I said, do things to make you feel alive. I said, spend time in the now. So the present moment could be significant. I wrote down 2/14, which is Valentine's Day, could be significant. I also wrote down, you're taking the fall for things that's not your karma. It's your mama's karma. It's your daddy's karma. It's time for you to cut the cord. I also wrote down, sleep with your eyes open. Some of y'all might literally sleep with your eyes open, or feel like y'all got anxiety to where y'all can't even sleep no more because you feel like you always got to be on edge. 1, 2, 3 could be significant. I also wrote down, I have a goal. and your balance is within you being in hermit mode. I wrote down, I want someone that is peaceful. I wrote down overweight, drink a lot, heart problems equals lost life. And I wrote that down because one of my mom's good childhood friends had passed away because he was overweight and drank a lot and had heart problems. And I feel like some of y'all are on this path. His wife said he won't do anything because he's stubborn, because my aunt actually gave him advice to start walking. Last time they seen him, he was on an oxygen tank, so that could be significant for somebody. I said, people give up. Are you gonna give up though? I said, you can't break my soul by Beyonce could be significant. I also wrote down, get a car diagnostics. Something's going on with your car maybe. I also wrote down, the worst thing a parent can do is ignore their children. And I feel like that's significant. Some of you guys was ignored as kids, or I felt the need to tell you guys, just don't ignore your kids. Don't just give them a tablet. Actually talk to them. Actually sit over here and parent to them. I also wrote down, some parents can disappear without leaving their chair. Some of you guys have parents and maybe they literally were physically there, but mentally they wasn't there. They didn't talk to you. They didn't teach you no lessons. Penelope could be significant. I also wrote down, my grandmother's greatest gift was tolerance. Some of you guys was raised by y'all grandmothers, but I feel the need to tell you guys, interpret that how you want to. I also feel the need to tell y'all, think of all the new people you're going to meet. That's the whole point of life. Some of you guys are about to embark on a new journey, and that's significant. On this new journey, don't think about you failing. Think about all the new people you're going to meet. Think about the new experiences you're going to have. Think about the new opportunities you're going to get just by you sitting over here freeing yourself from this mental prison. Because some of y'all are literally in mental prisons. I wrote down, killed by a drunk driver, so be careful. In the book, the grandmother had passed away by being killed by a drunk driver. So if you guys are going out tonight, because it's Thursday night, or if you're going out this weekend, just be careful and be mindful of drunk driving, because you never know when you're going to lose your life. I also feel the need to say emergency surgery could be significant. I wrote down, I think all of us are always 5 years old in the eyes or the presence of our parents. Some of you guys don't have the urge to stick up to your parents when in reality you need to. When in reality, if some of your parents is the people that actually hurt you, and I feel like that's significant. I feel like if your parents is scared, and it's funny, if you're scared of your parents, it's like, for what? You an adult now. It don't matter. But I also wrote down, forgive them. Some of you guys need to forgive your parents. I also wrote down, drinking would shut down my seeing, hearing, and my feelings. Why would I want to be in a world if I couldn't touch the world with all my senses? And that actually came from a quote in the book that I was reading. And I'm going to say it again. It says, drinking would shut down my seeing, my hearing, and my feelings. Why would I want to be in a world if I couldn't touch the world with all my senses intact? And I feel like that's significant. Some of you guys are trying to drink your pain away, but in reality, y'all are spiritual beings. Y'all are spiritually powerful. Drinking is fucking y'all shit up. I'm hearing smoking is messing y'all up too. Jimi Hendrix could be significant. Guns N' Roses can be significant. And Catcher in the Rye could be significant, okay? And I'm going to leave it there for the downloads for today. I'm going to do a quick little message because I kind of went a little bit longer with the downloads. I'm going to see where the energies is at today. I feel the need to tell y'all that some of y'all messages is within books. Some of the messages that y'all are looking for are within books. Some of you guys are looking to find the answer and you think that it's going to come from word of mouth. And with some of it, it will. But some of it will come if you actually picked up the right book. Channel for the collective. Yeah. It was a part of your journey. It was a part of your journey to be trapped. And actually God is like, fix what you're saying. It was a part of your journey to feel mentally trapped. Because you guys are not trapped. Some of you guys felt mentally trapped in a connection. Some of you guys felt mentally trapped by your parents. Some of you guys mentally felt trapped in the place that you're living. Some of you guys literally thought that you had things around you. Some of you guys were mentally trapped by your distractions. Some of y'all was mentally trapped by money, not thinking y'all had enough. Some of y'all was mentally trapped by overeating or undereating. Some of you guys were mentally trapped by your body image. Take it as it resonates. Take the trauma. Some of y'all was mentally trapped by abandonment issues. Take the trauma. Take it as it resonates. But it was a part of your journey. But now that I revealed to you that, listen, you can move on, that you could decide to release the chains, I'm giving you the key on how to do it. What are you going to do? I feel the need to sit over here and tell y'all that, listen, it's time for y'all to take action. And it's time for y'all to do things that make y'all happy. And if you are over here watching my live and you like, yo, Tavion, I don't know what makes me happy, then that means it's time for you to sit over here and actually take the time to actually discover it. It's time for you to build your empire. It's time for you to try shit. And if it don't work, all right, cool. At least you can write it down on your list that you tried it. Some of you guys could be authors out there. Some of you guys could literally have an artistic expression. Some of you guys are going to find out what your new endeavor is by you actually just freeing yourself from your chains. Some of you guys are going to find out by resting, by reading, by journaling, by making the list. You trying new stuff. You trying tennis. You trying pottery. You trying painting. You're trying new things. You're trying to sew your clothes now. It's like by you trying things. And now I'm hearing you in a second thing. By you trying things and you living within peace and doing things that bring you peace and surround yourself around loved ones that bring you peace, that's what's going to bring in this new opportunity. But you also need to cut away from all the shit that has hurt you. And I think that that's the problem is that a lot of you guys have yet to sit over here and cut out the things that have actually sat over here and that was sent to destroy you. And if you don't know what it is that's said over here, and even though, because I know y'all do know, but I know a lot of y'all like to be like, I just don't know. But for the people, because y'all know y'all need a little bit of assistance. Sometimes y'all want me to cut y'all a little bit. For the people that don't know what to cut off, let me break it down to you. That friendship that you found out was a faulty ass friendship. You knew that they didn't have the best interest. Cut their ass off. That loved one that sat over here and projected bullshit on you all your life. Cut them off. The person, I don't care if it's your dad, cut them off. The person that sat over here and that smiles in your face, but you found out that they was speaking bad in other rooms outside your shit. Cut them off. The people you took trips with and they acted out when y'all was on vacation. Cut them off. The people that sat over here, because I'm getting heavy people energy, the people that sat over here and that blocked your opportunity, that didn't speak up in rooms where they could have spoke up for you to give you the opportunity, cut them. Love interests that sat over here and had babies on you, cut them. The people that sat over here and that fucking cheated on you with somebody else you found out, cut them. People that was your best friend from back in the day and now they mad at you because you got your shine on, cut them. Not everybody can go. Not everybody can go. People found out that you moving and they mad as fuck. They mad at you because you want to advance in your life, cut them. You find out that fucking school is racist as fuck. You've been in college this whole time and your teachers and your students and the students around you, they treat you messed up. Cut it. Go somewhere else where you're wanted. That's what I mean. Go where you're wanted. Y'all keep sticking around in places where you think that you're needed, but in reality, you need to go where the fuck you're wanted, where hope is, where inspiration lives. And if you don't know, let's say you sit over here and you pick up your life and you turn around and you like, I'm going to Houston. You get to Houston and you realize Houston ain't it. That means, guess what? You tried that shit out for 6 months. Let's get our ass up. Let's pack up. We going to Jersey now. Figure out where the fuck your hope is. Figure out where your love is. Figure out where your inspiration is. And don't give up before you fucking sit over here. Give it time. Because some of y'all are so used to all this past stuff. Some of y'all are so used to all this past stuff. You're so used to the comfort of your family enabling you. You're so used to always knowing how to figure things out, how to fix things. You know you're so good at your job right now. It's like, why would I go get me another job to go have to learn new stuff? Why not? You know more, you can make more. You said you wanted more money. Here's the key. That's the point. A lot of y'all sit over here and want more but don't want to do more. And I'm not saying work harder. I'm saying work smarter. You knowing more is going to give you more money. You learning how to negotiate your worth is going to give you more money. Go take a fucking law school class. Go learn about some laws type shit. It might save your ass when you get pulled over by a police officer type shit. And I want you to understand something. All these people that have sat over here and fucking, that have hurt you, that have kept you in this illusion that you were stuck, all you could do is ask God and call judgment on them. And I know some of y'all don't even believe in God and shit like that. Some of y'all don't believe in shit. Ask the universe, ask Yahweh, ask Jehovah, ask whatever it is that you motherfucking call him. Call judgment on the people that sat over here and that has kept me stuck in this illusion. You can sit over here and be like, God, listen, big dog. I know I have sat over here and I lived out all my karma. So can you call judgment and help me get out of this current situation and keep me away from people that keep breaking my heart? Keep me away from situations that's no longer serve me. Cut away everybody that's taken away this new opportunity from coming into my life. Because God, I'm trying to change. And from that moment, you call judgment on everybody that hurt you. Be prepared. Buckle the fuck up. Because God is not only going to come in and remove everything, because all God was waiting for you to do was to call that shit out. God was just waiting for you to wake the fuck up. And realize, one, everybody can't go, but realize who's the people that can't go, because you have free will to determine who you continue to allow in your life versus who you need to remove. Word is bond. And I'm going to leave it there, y'all. Not everybody can go with you. But why do y'all want to take everybody with y'all anyway? Why y'all want to take some motherfuckers that hate on you anyway with you? Why? Because they got all the tea about TT from down the street. Who the fuck gives a fuck about TT from down the street type shit? Oh, because they could sit over here and potentially have a connection to somebody that can get you into that room. Let me tell you something. It's already been a year or two and they never got you in that room. So what's going on? All I'm sitting over here telling y'all right now is that, listen, if they wanted to, they would. That's within a relationship. That's within a friendship. That's within a family ship. If they wanted to, they fucking would. They haven't. They didn't want you to be their little girlfriend. They didn't want you to be their little boyfriend. Move on. They didn't want to give you that opportunity at that job. Move on. They didn't want to sit over here and see you outshining them. Move on. Because guess what? Your opportunities ain't there. And when doors are closing, then it's time for you to make another motherfucking door. And know that once you close that shit, God's just been waiting for y'all to close the door on the shit that broke your heart. And once you do that, once you cut the distractions out, oh, it's up, baby. God wasn't about to give you that blessing a moment too soon with motherfuckers that was ungrateful and hating on your ass anyway. But y'all don't want to hear that though. And it's not, and I got to keep it a being with you. It's not to sit over here and say that this new journey is going to be easy, because guess what? Life is not about it being easy. But life is about you enjoying the bumps in the road. Life is about you enjoying yourself. Life is about you enjoying yourself. But the point of the fucking matter is that you guys need to sit over here and understand that, listen, only you decide if you're sitting over here going to actually enjoy this journey, or if you're going to sit over here and give up halfway through. And it's not about us, because listen, let me tell you, I gave up a lot of times throughout my whole fucking life. I went through depressions. I sat over here and had dark days. I've had very dark days, but the point of the matter is I still get up. When I'm sick as fuck, I still get up. When I sit over here and I got my heart broken, I still didn't give up. Y'all, I've been cheated on, lied to, got my ass beat, fucking sat over here, lost a kid. We can go trauma for trauma, y'all. But the point of the matter is that I want y'all to understand something. It's not about you giving up. I don't give a fuck if y'all come from parents that's alcoholics, if y'all have parents that was on drugs. It's not about you giving up. And I want y'all to understand something. Those stories is not your stories, and those is not your burdens to fucking carry. So why do you keep carrying the burdens of everybody else? Let that shit go. And that includes you. You made some mistakes. You chose the wrong lifestyle. You chose the wrong job. You chose the wrong career. Like, you were guided. You were a victim of your circumstance. But the point of the matter is that, all right, I'm gonna give you the victimhood. I'm gonna give you the, I'm telling you, you was the victim. But now get your ass up and sit over here and stop playing victim, because we got money to be made. We got relationships to be in. We got life to fucking live. You hear me? It's time to continue to move on. Stop trying to call bozos that's not meant for you. I feel like they're significant, y'all. Sorry, I just had a phone call come through, so I know I kind of messed up. Madeline, you want a free reading? I got you. And I'm gonna end it here. Channel for Madeline. What does she need to know right now? In order for you to sit over here and actually move forward, you gotta want to move forward, Madeline. You keep helping everybody else, but in reality, you're not helping yourself. Madeline, you're not realizing who you are, and that's hindering you. I also feel the need to tell you that you're sitting over here, you're stuck. It's like you're almost at the finish line, but you don't want to continue to move forward, because in reality, you don't realize that you have to shift who you are in order to become who you are. That means removing all the necessary things that doesn't serve you, Madeline. And I feel the need to tell you that, listen, if you give up before you even get started, then you already lost. But the point of the matter is that you got to learn when to actually put forth effort versus when you need to chill, because as quiet as it's kept, you got a controlling ass energy. You want the world to revolve around you, Madeline, but in reality, God is sitting over here saying, I created you in order for life to for you to enjoy life, yes, but for you to sit over here and help others. Madeline, you're having I'm gonna keep it a beam with you, because God just shut me off. And I know what I want to say to you, but God shut me off for a reason. Until you sit over here and actually start talking to God again, Madeline, then guess what? You're not going to get any answers. Until you go within, then you can't get no answers. God is like, you need 3 steps. Your first steps. This is the 3 things that God is sitting over here saying, if you do this, then you can get more. The first step. Figure out who you are. That's the very first step. That's going within. That's looking at yourself, Madeline, and sitting over here looking at the ugly and looking at the beauty within you. Because Maddie, you're a really beautiful person. You don't give yourself enough quality. And you know what I was gonna say? I was actually gonna say, Maddie, that you don't give yourself like enough credit. But God is saying you don't give yourself enough quality. You don't think you deserve it. The second thing you need to sit over here and do is cut off everybody that has hurt you. Cut off everybody that is set over here that's not quality. Cut off everybody that's sitting over here that has hindered you, that has taken opportunities away from you, that has sat over here and that has backstabbed you, Maddie, that has sat over here and took you out of your emotions. See, Maddie, you're really a happy ass person. You're a giving ass person. To the people that have sat over here and turned you into a taker, to the people that sat over here and influenced you, it's more so they influenced you to sit over here and be a fucking this extra person that's not you. You need to remove those people. The third thing that you need to sit over here and do, after you sit over here and you figure out yourself, you go in, you do your own work, you do your mental work, cut the people off. The third thing that you need to sit over here and do is allow God to lead you. Because as quiet as it's kept, Maddie, you're supposed to be a teacher. You're supposed to be a giver. You're supposed to be in this nurturing gas energy. You're supposed to sit over here, yeah. You're supposed to have balance in your life. God wants to give you balance. God wants to give you peace. God wants to give you what it is that you deserve. But you gotta actually believe that you deserve this shit, Maddie. And I'm gonna leave it there. I love you guys. If you guys want personal readings tonight, link in my fucking bio. And I'm out of here, y'all. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope all is well, and hear me out. If you guys sit over here and you make a mistake this weekend, oh the fuck well, guess what? There's Monday to sit over here and become a new you. I don't care if you sit over here and you've been sober for 20 years and you turned around and you had a drink this weekend. Guess what? Monday is the day to start all over. That's what I mean when I say, don't be mad at yourself for making mistakes. Because shit, life is about enjoying it. I don't care if you just sit over here and say that you want to be a vegan, but this weekend you ate a fucking rib type shit. Listen, I'm not encouraging y'all to do shit to fuck up y'all consistency, no. But I am saying forgive yourself for y'all the mistakes that y'all made, okay? And I'm gonna leave it there. Then it's time. Maddie, I feel like it's time then. And I feel like that's the biggest thing is that, Maddie, you had to sit over here and actually, you already know what you need to do. You just don't want to do it, okay? Tori said, I've been eating meat. Shit good as hell. Y'all so fucking stupid. I feel I need to tell y'all this video will be uploaded to my YouTube, so if y'all need me. Ooh, I need to go fix my lashes. Then it'll be there, okay? You said, do you have any tips for being triggered? I feel like, Alyssa, you gotta sit over here and figure out what is the things that's triggering you. I'm gonna keep it a being with you, Alyssa. Like, the only thing that you can sit over here and actually do is remove the people that is triggering you. And actually, no, because God is correcting me, bitch. Please hold. Let me, because that's the runaway me. The real answer, Alyssa, is that you have to figure out what it is about these people that's triggering you. And then from there, you got to get down to the source and heal that part that's triggering you. Because 9 times out of 10, it's not the person. It's not about the person. It's never about the person. But it's always about the circumstances that actually triggered you. You got to heal that part. Because if you don't, God will be like, don't worry, you can cut this person off and try to run away from it if you don't figure it out, but I'm going to put another person up into your life in order to trigger you again. You will always get triggered until you heal what it is that God needs you to heal. Because Alyssa, as quiet as it's kept, God is sitting over here triggering you in order for you to move forward, because God wants new love for you. God wants new relationships for you. God wants you to sit over here and actually be a mom. God wants you to sit over here and actually live your fucking life and not sit over here and be fucking suffering behind your mind. A lot of us be stuck into mental prisons way longer than the fuck we need to. It's because what people sit over here and say that we don't deserve it, and really the people that told us that we didn't deserve it could have been our own parents. Or at least we assumed that because of their actions. You see? So when people come up into your life and they trigger your abandonment issues, and you like, Alyssa, I'm trying to cling on to these motherfuckers because I don't want to lose another person. I already lost so many fucking people. They're triggering you. They're triggering you, Alyssa, because God doesn't want you to cling on to nobody. God wants you to sit over here and actually just realize that, listen, the people that's supposed to be in your life will be in your life tenfold. But the people that's not supposed to be in your life, they gotta go, because the people that's for you, you don't gotta force those people. Everybody in your past, you've been forcing. God doesn't need you to force nobody, because if a motherfucker don't need to be there, get their ass up and get them to going, because Alyssa, that's gonna hurt you even more. That's what's hurt you. And that's not even just relationships, that's friendships too. And I think that that's significant is that you can't sit over here. You don't got control over nobody else except for Alyssa. You don't have nobody. You don't have control over if a motherfucker wanted to decide to be loyal to you today and then fucking disloyal to you tomorrow. All we can sit over here and do is put that faith in old boy and sit over here and be like, listen, if you get it right, you get it right. If you don't, you don't. On to the next. And I feel like, y'all, to be honest, that's what life is about, is that, listen, once you learn your worth, if somebody's mistreating you, on to the next. If a job is mistreating you, on to the next. I'm not sitting over here saying that this shit is that easy, because, y'all, I done cried a lot of fucking tears over fucking people that didn't even deserve my tears. I have cried a lot of tears over jobs that didn't deserve my tears. I have cried a lot of tears about schools that didn't deserve my tears. But you know what holds true? I'm still here standing. I'm still here rolling with the punches, and I just keep getting better and better within time. I keep looking better and better within time. After every relationship, I always sit over here and I look back and I was like, damn, I was depressed as fuck back then, and now I look happy as fuck, single as fuck. Sometimes you guys do better single and by yourself while you figuring this shit out than you do sitting over here trying to figure out another miserable ass motherfucker. Y'all got me? So when I tell y'all that when God takes people out of your life, it's for a reason. When God has y'all removed from all y'all friendships, it's for a reason. When God sit over here and be like, big dog, listen, I just need you by yourself for one season, a few months type shit. I ain't even gonna give you the full 6. I just need you by yourself for 3 months. It's like there's a reason that's significant, because from there, those 3 months is gonna change your life. Those 3 months is going to sit over here and make you, one, realize your worth and realize who the fuck you are. But 2, is also going to sit over here and make you figure out that, listen, this is what has worked with me so far versus this shit hasn't worked out. And the shit that hasn't worked out, you got to X that shit out, big dog. The shit that has not been working and the shit that doesn't sit over here and hold true, you gotta X all of that out. And the reason why is because you done did it over and over again. You done put yourself in relationships that have not worked out. You tried the emotionally unavailable people. It didn't work. You need somebody that shows their feelings. All right, put that shit down. We're gonna write that shit down. You said that you want somebody that's sitting over here that's consistent. Okay, then stop sitting over here settling for people that don't even remember that they have a date with you. Cross their asses out. That's what I mean by you sitting over here these next 3 months getting clear on what it is that you want. And not only that, sometimes being by yourself is you fixing yourself, because y'all got to sit over here and take accountability as to why y'all keep attracting these same ass individuals, which is i.e. because some of us we attract our dads, we attract our moms, we attract what we know, which is daddy wasn't there, so we attract emotionally unavailable ass fucking people. Mommy sat over here and was working a lot, so guess what? We want a fucking woman that sat over here and work all the time. We don't want them to always be in our face. Sometimes you gotta sit over here and look at people, look at their story, look at where they come from in order to understand that, listen, it's not about you not being worthy. Ambi, we talking. It's not about y'all not being worthy. It's y'all got to look at y'all circumstances as to what it is that y'all like versus what you don't like. But God is also challenging y'all to sit over here and stop liking that toxicity shit, because that toxicity is not good for you. A lot of y'all be thinking, oh, but the best sex I ever had came from a toxic fucking person. No, let me tell y'all, I beg to differ. Y'all project that shit out there, so guess what? That's what y'all believe. But in reality, I'm gonna hit your ass with something. The only reason why y'all thought that the best sex that y'all had was from a toxic person was because they wasn't giving you no emotions. They only gave you emotions when they was fucking you. So guess what? When they was fucking you, they was making you feel like, oh my God, like I know it. They keep sitting over here saying they don't fuck with me, but as soon as we sit over here and drop them draws, I know the feelings is there. I'm going to give y'all another gem. Real quick. Let me tell you something. A lot of y'all don't sit over here and realize that, listen, y'all can see the good and bad in people. See, people have good and bad within them, yes. And the fucked up part is that because we be good people, we always want to give people the benefit of the doubt, because we want them to, we want them to be so good, so bad, because they show us good. They show us the real them. They show us, they show us that, listen, they are worth loving. They show us that if they were loved correctly, like if they were loved correctly, they would be beautiful people. But where we fuck up at is that, and catch me, y'all, it's not our job to sit over here and teach these people how to be loved correctly. All we can do is do our part, and if these people still treat us like we're fucking unworthy, then we have to X them out, because at no point can we sacrifice our own happy to prove that we are worthy to these motherfuckers that treat us like shit. And that's word is bond. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you guys sit over here and y'all got some gems up in this bitch. I hope y'all sat over here and had y'all notepads out. If y'all ever see me, just know, baby, just have your notepads out, because we taking notes today, okay? I hope you guys are having a wonderful fucking evening. Be safe tonight. And Chanel, it's good to see you, babes. Blue, it's good to see you, babes, too. This will be uploaded to my YouTube, so y'all just know, if you guys if y'all know. So this is my new schedule, because I have to start telling y'all. If I don't go live in the morning time, I will be live in the nighttime. Now, if you don't catch me in the nighttime, then guess what? It's just not the day. It's either the morning or the night. It's neither. It's never both. Never both. Because when I be doing both, I be tired as fuck. Unless I feel called to. Maybe on the weekends. Hi, Monique. It's good to see you, babes. Okay? Y'all have a good evening, y'all. I will catch y'all next time, okay?